Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. So let's keep up with the analysis of the euro currency. So intraday setup that we discussed yesterday was over even before it gets started. So as we said right in the beginning, that if you get a bearish grabber on the fall time frame chart, don't be long. And the particular action with the forming of the right arm of the minor pattern that we discussed yesterday on the hourly chart, I mean reverse hand shoulders, particularly started with the forming of the bearish grabber on the fall time frame chart. So right from the beginning, it was clear that hardly we will get a proper reversal pattern on the hourly chart. So it just means that in the nearest few sessions we could get a bit deep downside action. So based on the daily chart, it's not surprising. And actually yesterday we already said that despite that particular we could start watching for a possible reversal pattern, risks for downside action exist because we have uncompleted targets on the lower time frames. So even on a daily chart, if you take a look at the harmonic swing, suggests that market easily could reach an area around somewhere 115.80, 116 level, so somewhere near the daily average sold. So today it stands around 1626. So that's actually what could happen, and we just need to keep an eye on this. So speaking directly, if you take a look at the fall time frame chart, so you could see that here we have a few grabbers. So that's actually the pattern that we talked about yesterday. It has been formed even before the hand short starts forming that we talked about. Next one, also grabber. Here's we've got another one, and all these patterns suggest that these lows should be taken out. At this point, we can't say definitely. We have reasons to suggest that it might be just a wash and rinse of these lows, because right under these levels, we have a few extensions on the hourly chart. If this level will be broken still, so we will have to wait for a bit deeper retracement. So on hourly chart, you could see that we have here a few targets. So first is the butterfly that we already talked about, 1670. So it has not been tested yet, finally. And take a look at this ABCD, we have the OP. It stands in agreement with the confidence support, and it also has not been tested yet. So with these grabbers that we have, supposedly these targets might be reached. So whether the market will keep going lower or not, it's difficult to say currently. If it will happen, the next area that we'll be watching for is around 116. 116.10, because this will be the XOP agreement support with the fib level, and this will be daily average sold. So in general, this level looks very interesting for scalp long position, because on the first touch, since we have the daily average sold level, on first touch probably we should get the healthy bounce up from here. So if market will drop here, it will be not some real big problem. But at the same time, in the current moment, I would wait for something more definite. So currently we have some consolidation, but nothing really clear. So potential pattern that we were considering now failed. The failure of these hand shorts also suggests that probably these lows should be taken out, and this actually has happened. You can see this minor spike below the head. So in the current moment, I prefer to wait for some either clear pattern, what will happen, or for more significant support area where we could relatively safe to consider possible taking long position, or otherwise some clear bullish signs. So for instance, if market would turn to the upside action, returning back, that could give us consider some larger pattern, for example, pattern based on this big butterfly. So it might be the shoulder, for example, head, if it will return back to 118. And then in this case, we could wait for something like this. But in the current moment, situation seems too uncertain, and I think that currently it doesn't worth to take this risk and trying to gambling on a direction.